The Landscape of the Universal Mind. 2. Paul Klee in San Francisco. Or, as is evident here in the Soma district by downtown San Francisco, where white fog is pouring in like heavy cream off the bay, as I pass through Yerba Buena Gardens with its good energy and borrowed urban landscape, renewing our love and empathy for nature while we continue our love affair with city life. Me on my exegetical way to the Swiss Design Museum of Modern Art, with its so grand central turret and graceful massing of space, a powerful presence of weighty yet spare geometric volumes, where I discover numerous paintings by Paul Klee, full of a beauty of inflections and those sumptuous innuendos that follow in an essential world where holy paradigms are revealed to holy beings. The Swiss artist, whose name means key in German, but which I invariably turn into a pun on English clay and wander on by promiscuous tangentialization to think of the crystalline structure of clay made at the molecular level by geometric patterns of oxygen and silicon joined together into nets and ribbons that stack under held fast by electrochemical forces. To marvel at how a particle of fine clay has such a very large surface-to-weight ratio and is so very tiny that it will take 2 centuries to fall an inch in a glass of still water. And to speculate that cellular life developed out of clay because inter alia the outer atoms of its surfaces are electrostatically charged in such a way that atoms of opposite charge are attracted and kept from being washed away by water, thus enabling clay soil to hold essential nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, or iron, where I look at buffoonery with paths laid out for the beholder's eye, which gropes like a grazing beast, the approximate person, with a polyphonic simultaneity of multiple independent themes, acrobats with every deviation based on a balancing of active energies, vegetal with many more truths unseen than seen, since the visible is only an isolated case taken from the universe, park picture with lines of energy like colored iron filings in a strong magnetic field, and insects with those long chains of organic biochemistry that remind me again of when Hope and I rode the train from the Oberland to Bern and walked to the Kunstmuseum with its fine clay collection including such microcosmic masterpieces as Forest Light with its luminous leafy diffusion so pleasing to the biophilia genetically built into human sensibility, Sorrowing with its deep grief mingling mysteriously with light irony, and The Scenting Animal, depicting the most ancient sense of them all, the ability to smell danger, food, and sex that even single-celled organisms have possessed for at the least a couple billion years, detecting by scent the chemical changes in their surroundings that allow them to determine whether proximate fellow beings be lethal, edible, or lovable, a memory that centers me solidly in this ars poetica mimicking the primordial story of cellular life on earth, and where I stroll from painting to painting at a moving nexus of the blessedness of all the tiniest creatures, of the holy traditions of the microbiota that predate our awe and reverence, with the planetary physiology of the vast biosphere that is the autopoiesis of the cell writ large, with the geognosy of the whole globe evolving by the interaction of its life forms, its climate and its crust, with Gaia who is terrestrial symbiosis as viewed from outer space, the planetary environment as the personified whole who stores and remakes the sidereal energies of the sun, who strives, who feels, who perceives and chooses, and who does remember, for all life is mnemic from the cell, the organism made of cells, through to the entire biosphere, whose googleplexes of voices so memorably praise the nameless.